Welcome. Today we will be talking about very important part of market research, which is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Why this is needed? What is it? How is it different from mass marketing? And why should companies actually adopt this? This is our content. We'll be talking about first of all mass marketing, and then we'll talk about STP. We'll give the advantages and disadvantages of mass marketing and the benefits of STP, and then we'll talk about strategies of STP, and then we will talk about KIO study. It's a very important part of marketing research. Mass marketing is when you are targeting your product for everybody. It's a strategy that presumes that one undifferentiated market. That means everybody is same. Everybody is buying same product. Everybody is uh, interested in same kind of product, same features, same product features, same preferences. So one product will be sufficient for the entire market. That is the basic assumption, and accordingly we start our marketing initiative. What are the advantages of mass marketing? The biggest advantage is cost. You are not preparing separate product for separate markets. You are not preparing different products versions for different market segments. So you are preparing one product, and that is sufficient for everybody. So one advertisement for every market, one product for every market, one product for every customer, and that is why there is one standard product, one standard marketing, and that is sufficient. So this is the basic philosophy here. It works when you know that the consumer whom we are targeting has same. I mean, the consumers have same needs, same wants, same desire, same background, same education, same experience. Then only it works. Otherwise, it won't work. The disadvantage is that if consumers have different preferences, different markets, and you go with this as a then there would be problem. So the opposite of mass marketing is market matching strategy. Market matching strategy will take us to STP. Market matching means you identify the customer's needs, preferences, and accordingly you launch different products. You match the individual requirements of the customer. How do you do it? You group the customers, let's say, into three segments, or four segments, or five segments, or 10 segments. Identify bundle of their requirements for each group of customers, and for that group, you prepare separate products, add separate product features, advertise differently, give different appeals, and in this way, you are preparing different strategies for different market segments. It means your market, your product is different for different market segments. You try to match different markets as per their requirement. So instead of mass marketing, some companies go for market matching strategy, whereby they design their product, their services specifically as per their target market, and accordingly they launch those products and services, and they are able to attract that particular market segment as per. So market matching strategy has three components. That is what we call as STP: segmenting, targeting, positioning, and that is what we will discuss in detail. Segmenting. The segmenting means the act of dissecting the market based into sub-markets that require different marketing mixes. Targeting. Targeting means process of reviewing market segments and deciding which one you want to target, which one you want to pursue, which one you want to focus. And positioning. Positioning means establishing differentiated image in the mind of the consumer about the product, about the services in relation to competitor. Now, once you have decided that okay, my product, my focus will be on this market segment, then for that particular market segment, you prepare different strategy to position yourself, and the customers are able to perceive your products as different from that of competitors, and you design your entire marketing campaign in such a way that your marketing campaign focuses on that particular feature that the customers are looking for. Segmentation variables. What could be the segmentation variable? There can be n number of variables. There is no limit to it. We will give only a few examples. That doesn't mean they are exhaustive examples. No. You can have as many variables as possible. You may decide your own variable for segmenting the market. So market may be segmented on the basis of income, on the basis of age, on the basis of occupation, on the basis of geography, on the basis of demographic data like age, income, background, on the basis of geodemographic, means combining the two, geography and demography, on the basis of psychographic, on the basis of behavioral. So there could be so many variables on which you can divide the market into different segments. So the first step is segmentation. After you have done the division of the market, then you have to decide about which segment you would like to focus. Okay, once you have decided, okay, I am going to focus on this particular market segment, then the next task is to prepare specific strategies for that particular market segment. Marketers may use a single variable, or marketer may use two or more variables. That is, they may go for one particular variable, let's say age, and based on the age, they may divide the market into different market segments. Or they may use hybrid. Hybrid version means they may take two or three variables and combine them and start differentiating the market. Geographic segmentation. One of the most popular segmentation strategies is geography. You divide the entire market on the basis of geography, like North India, South India, East India, West India, or like Europe, America, Africa. So based on the geography, you offer different products, different marketing strategies, different advertising strategy. You go with the assumption that people living in a location carry similar kind of needs and wants, and therefore you start focusing on that particular market. Climate also plays an important role, because let's say you are for targeting a product for Kashmir, same product if you would like to offer in Rajasthan, probably they would need that product would need some adaptation, some changes, because the climates are very different, right? So, Rajasthan is very hot, Kashmir is very cold. Similarly, if you are offering a product for Russia, or the same product you are offering for Egypt, there would be a lot of adaptation because of the climate. So climate, population density, taste, these are important variables based on which you can undertake different type of marketing strategy. So demographic segmentation means you are trying to segment your market based on these variables, demographic variables like age, gender, marital status, income, occupation, education, ethnicity, and many more, many more. So accordingly, when you are trying like age, if you are targeting a product for younger persons, children, same product would not appeal to older people. Similarly, if we are targeting one product for older people like me, then probably that product would not be liked by people from younger generations, right? So accordingly, you have to decide which target market you want to cater to, and accordingly, you will have to prepare your marketing strategy, advertising strategy, branding strategy, and you have to create your position in the mind of the customer, your image in the mind of customer. That is very important. How the customers believe your product to be, how the customers, I mean, take your product to be, because their perception is more important. If they start liking your product, and they start associating your product with their age, with their class, that is what you want to do. Uh, Income, education, occupation, these are very important variables like age, income, gender. Income plays very important role, especially in some products, for example, automobile or four-wheelers. If you are marketing cars, you have to consider income as a very important differentiating factor. You will have to divide the market into different categories based on income, like for upper class, for middle class, for lower class. So income is commonly used because marketers feel it is a very strong indicator of the ability to pay for the particular product, and accordingly you design the product features, accordingly you start marketing, advertising, accordingly you try to prepare your brand preference, accordingly you undertake positioning of your company in the mind of the customer. Geo-demographic segmentation, that is combining two variables, hybrid, means geography plus demography. So this is based on the notion that people who live close to one another are likely to have similar financial means, taste, preferences, lifestyle, consumption habits, etc. And accordingly, you may, make geo-demographic segmentation wherein you may plan geographic locations along with income or age or preferences, and you may undertake market segmentation. Marketing research firms specialize in producing computer-generated geodemographic markets clusters of customers. They have clustered uh, the neighborhoods into different lifestyle groupings based on the postal codes, or they may also offer you, they may help you. Marketers use this cluster data for mail campaign to select retail sites, merchandise mix to locate banks and restaurants, etc. Psychographic segmentation. Here also you are using two variables, lifestyle and personality. So it's a hybrid of two variables, lifestyle and personality characteristics. Marketers use it to further refine and target market. Its appeal lies in the vivid and practical profile of the consumer segment that it can produce. It is also accomplished by AIO inventories. AIO study is also undertaken by researchers. So AIO study is also very important part of marketing research. What is AIU? AIU stands for three things: activity, interest, and opinion. What kind of activities that customer is engaged in, what kind of interest that customer carries, what kind of opinion that customer carries. These things are collected by marketing research. So when you undertake marketing research, you collect this data, and this data will help you in preparing your marketing communication. It will help you in preparing your marketing uh, strategies. It will help you in designing the advertising. It will help you in designing your positioning strategy. So these are the examples of psychographic segmentation reflecting marketing messages. Kellogg targeted health-conscious consumers for its different brands, targeting for a particular age group of the people having certain psychological characteristics for its new product. Similarly, Old Spice targeted those people who are having sports lifestyle, and for them, Old Spice launched its deodorant targeting specifically a particular market segment, which means those people who carry certain lifestyle having certain characteristics. Behavioral segmentation. When you try to position your product or your services based on certain attitude towards uh, products or certain behavioral characteristics, then we call it behavioral segmentation. Behavioral segmentation can be done on the basis of usage or can be done on the basis of how people react kind of thing. If a particular customer is showing loyalty, then you can have to offer different kind of market segmentation based on that. For example, those people who are heavy users, you may offer them more discounts and start targeting them so that they keep on buying it more and more and start promoting their product as if they are brand ambassadors. You can differentiate between heavy users, medium users, light users, non-no users, and accordingly design different kind of marketing strategies. Airlines, for example, give special treatment to frequent flyers and offer, better facilities. Similarly, benefit segmentation. Marketers constantly attempt to identify the single most important benefit of their product that will be the most meaningful to the consumers. They focus on that particular segment, and changing lifestyles play a major role in defining the product benefits that are important to consumers and also provide marketers with the opportunity to new products and for new products and services, because change in lifestyle is an opportunity for the marketers because they are able to identify new trends among the society the new lifestyle, and they offer new products and new services, right? For example, in case of wedding, earlier traditionally wedding used to be home, but these days a new lifestyle has come that is called destination wedding, and this is opportunity creating a huge opportunity for traveling companies, for event management companies, for marketers, because they are able to focus on this particular new emerging lifestyle, and they are offering their services to this sector. Brand loyalty means customer is attached to a particular brand. Store loyalty means customer is attached to a particular store. He is not willing to go to some other store, maybe because of convenience, maybe because of location, something like that. So these are two different things. Marketers try to identify the characteristics of their brand loyal customers, and they target them specifically as per their requirements. They try to develop the product because these brand loyal customers actually help them in attracting customers. Therefore, marketers try to reward these customers who are loyal to them. How to choose market segment to target? Once you have identified the market segments, different market segments, like you have divided the entire market into different market segments, then you have to decide which segment you would like to target based on volume, based on potential, based on features, based on your ability to match their requirement. So each target market segment will then receive specially designed marketing mix. Marketing mix would mean the uh, product features, the pricing, the promotion, uh, uh, the campaigns, all these things will be designed as per the market segment, and you will offer market different market segments, different kind of marketing mix. Undifferentiated strategies like mass marketing, where you offer same market mix for the entire market. It works when the product is new and there is no competition, and therefore this works. But once there are competitors, the competitors may adopt STP, and thereby they would be able to take away some market share out of your market share. We have already discussed this. That means what are the advantages of mass market, undifferentiated market? The advantages are in terms of economics, economies of production and marketing, costs are reduced, but there is disadvantage. The disadvantage is vulnerability to competitors, because competitors may offer differentiated products, and thereby the competitors may be able to take away your market share. So positioning. What is positioning? Positioning means deciding about your target market, then how you want to create unique image about your company in your target markets. Is it clear? So positioning means deciding about your customer market segments which you are focusing, and then deciding about how you will try to create your image, right? Deciding how the firm wants the company and its brand to be perceived and evaluated by your target market. It is to differentiate your product from competitors, from others, so that customers are able to carry a unique image about you, your brand, your products, your services, and they believe this is going to match their requirement. Positioning complements with your company's segmentation strategy. Positioning is the ultimate outcome of all the exercises that you have done, all the research that you have done. Perceptual mapping. This is one of the tools. What do? You try to study the mind of the customers through market research, through survey. You go and undertake survey of the customers. You try to ask them what is your perception. For example, you are going to launch two-wheeler bike. Now you go to the market, you ask the customers what is your opinion about existing brands of bikes on the basis of, let's say, two variables, like one is power and one is fuel economy. So they, based on their the customers' perception, their response, You plot these on a map. That is called perceptual map. Perceptual map means how the customers perceive different brands in the market. A perceptual map a perceptual map is a vivid profile of how consumers perceive various companies on on two dimensions. These two dimensions could be effectiveness versus gentleness. These two dimensions can be uh, these two dimensions can be any two dimensions. Take up, for example, for bike, you can take two dimensions of one of fuel efficiency and one of power. This is one example here. Uh, if you are comparing pain relievers, then you are taking up two variables. One is effectiveness, one is gentleness to stomach, right? So pain reliever. Now, when you plot it, this becomes map, you perceptual map. Now here you can see the Tylenol is perceived very high on effectiveness, while Orudis is perceived very high on gentleness to stomach, right? Positioning means marketers may do positioning, they may do repositioning. Repositioning means when you shift the image of your products in the mind of the consumers from one point to another point. For example, recently you are selling chocolate for children. So you are perceived as that chocolate is for children. Now you want to reposition it to adults. So you will have to reposition. Take for example Cadbury. Earlier Cadbury tried to position itself for children. Later on it realized that it would be able to sell more. It would reposition itself from children to grown up people, for adults, for even older people. It tried to create advertisement for that. It tried to reposition itself. And today Cadbury is being taken by everybody. So that is how repositioning helps Cadbury. So repositioning may involve modifying a brand, targeting market segment, emphasizing new product uses, benefits, expressing different features, and with the intention of increasing sales. Right. This is one example of how marketing research data can help the company. The example taken about marketing research study of 1997 on a PC magazine. Who are their subscribers? What is their background? What is their demography? What kind of attitude, what kind of activities, interest, opinion they are involved in? So here you can see this is the data about PC magazine subscribers base means do they use computers? The answer is everybody, 100%. Some people use at home and some people use at office, right? In terms of age, this is the age background. More and more users are from the age 35 to 44. Similarly, men and women, 56% are men, the rest are women, like this. So similarly, what are their activities, interest, and opinion? AIO, right? So they prefer traveling. They uh, they are involved in this activity. Similarly, some are investing into mutual funds. Some are investing in stock market, bonds. Some people are from higher income category. Some people are from middle class. Similarly, this is some sports. Some people prefer sports. Some people are involved in activities like bicycling, etc., golf, etc. This is just a research outcome, just to clarify to you how marketing researchers are able to collect the data, and these data are then analyzed, and based on this data, proper strategies are framed with regard to marketing, advertising, branding, positioning, and ultimately this will help the company in achieving the ultimate goal of